Yeah, good evening. So previous videos we are discussing about the PySpark real-time applications, right? But today we are going to deal something different. I think it is also a real-time scenario using the SQL when it comes to a data warehousing concept and all. Okay. Uh, Later on, we will just implement this thing in PySpark as well. Okay. How we can make use of different kind of date functions in SQL and PySpark. That's the main idea behind it. So what we are going to do now means, then let us assume we have a data warehouse. In each and every data warehouse model, we have a date dimension table or a calendar table. Some people call it as. Okay, that table has going to be populated for the next 3 or 4 years. Even some people going to populate it for the next 3 to 4 months. After 4 months, okay. So what is the main use of this date dimension table is we have the fact tables and in the fact tables we have the couple of date columns associated with, like let us take the example of order state. If orders is present in the uh, fact table, shipping date, um, sales order date, some these kind of date relation things are going to present in the fact table, right? The ultimate goal of the data warehouse is what? We need to answer the three W questions. When it is happened, where it is happened, why. Okay, these kind of things we need to go to answer. So we cannot create again separate date columns in each and every dimension table. So that's why what we are going to do means we are going to create a separate entity or dimension called as a date dimension, and we are going to populate the data. And finally, with the help of the date key, we are going to join to the respective fact table and get the result whatever we want. Okay. So let's create a date dimension table. I already created. Let me go to the columns what I create. Date key. Date key is our primary key. Okay. How the date key is going to be populated, I will tell you. Okay. Suppose this is our date 2024. Okay, I will tell you 2024 year month, right? Zero date. Like this, the date key is going to be populated. And the date should be like this 2024 01 30. Okay. What do you mean by day of week? Day of week is nothing but we are going to give like today is Tuesday, right? Day of week is nothing but name of the day. Tomorrow Wednesday, day after tomorrow Thursday, yesterday Monday, like that. Day of month, obviously this is the 38th day of this particular month. Okay. Month name we are going to give as a January, February, March, April. Quarter, yeah, we know we have 4 quarters, right? Up to March 31st or up to April Q1 up, then after Q2, like that. And the year, you people we are very well know about how we are going to extract a year from the date. Okay. Before going to insert the data into this date dimension table, let us go through a couple of important date functions where we are going to use this in the date dimension population concept. Okay. So we have the date name as a function, especially in SQL Server. Okay. So this date name, what is going to do means, if you pass the month or weekday to the current date, we will get the respective name of that weekday. So let's see that one. Select date name. So I want to get the weekday. Okay, as you can see here, it is populated. So then what is meant by week? We are going to discuss that one also, don't worry. Weekday, get it as day. Okay, see, you got it as a Tuesday. Okay, now select date name as well as we want month name also, right? Which month is this from the date as month name. This is January. Okay. And suppose we want to get the week number of that particular month. For a year, almost all 52 to 53 we will get. If it is a leap year, 53 is going to be populated, or else 52 weeks. Now we want to let you know, we want to get the what is the week number of this month. Suppose January we have the 4 weeks or 5 weeks, like February we have 4 or 3, March we have 4 weeks, like that. Okay. Select date name week. Okay. Get it as week number in a month. Okay. Or year. That's fine. Not an issue. See, this is the 5th week. Now you want to recheck it out. Either it's going to printing correct one or not. Let's populate our previous date. I mean, first date of the year. And then what should be the answer? The answer should be the 1. Right? So, week number of year. Week number of year is a good option. Okay. So I'm going to say 12, 31. That's the end date of this year. Then the answer should be around 52 or 53. Maybe this is because of leap year. That's why we got one week number additional. Okay. Next thing is we have the date about function. Date part means from a date get some part. Okay. So we have the quarter is there. We need to get the quarter from the current date or get it. Quarter. Get it. Execute. Okay. And the answer would be 1. I think, yeah. Why? Because we are in the first quarter. Similarly, you want to get to know the day of year. Means this is the 38th day of year. Tomorrow may be 31. Day after tomorrow may be 32. Like that. Okay. At the end of the year, we want to get the 366 or 365 number. Okay. For that we also use the date part function. We have day of year. Okay. Day of year, comma, get it as day number of year. Okay. Yes, this is the 38th. And the year you know very well. Either you can use the date part with a combination of year, or simply you can do year of get it. In whichever way you are comfortable at. Okay. With the help of date part also you can do. With the help of date part also, you can get the weekday, week number, like that also you can get. Weekday you won't get it. You can get the week. Week number you can get it. Okay. With the help of the date part. With the help of the date name, you are going to get the name of that particular day. Name of the particular month. Okay. Date name week or date about week, either your wish. Okay. Both are same only. So these are the important date associated formulas. We are going to use this throughout this video. Okay. Now the topic is how we are going to populate it. How we are going to populate it. That's the biggest thing. Okay. There is no any kind, I mean, there are some people are going to say, hey, why you are using the with CTE? Why cannot the store procedure? I don't know whether Store procedure is the right option to insert this statement. Why? Because it has to insert the values recursively. Then that's and I feel with city with recursive city is the best option. Okay, so let's define with city with t as a dummy name. Okay, select one as serial number. Okay, we are going to select one as serial number. If you see, select star from select star from t. Okay, see, we got the serial number with the value of 1. Now, what we are going to do means, parcel concept is, suppose I want to populate it for the next 90 days. Okay. So, what I am going to do means, so we got 1. Okay. Next thing, what I want to do, 1 plus 1. Okay. Like that. I mean, 1 plus 1 or 1 plus 1 plus 1. Like that up to, I want to go for the 90. This is the pattern I want to follow. So, to achieve this one, I'm going to use the union all with select serial number SR underscore number plus 1. So if you give the plus 1 means it's going to increment by 1 by 1, 1 by 1 like that. This SR1 where it is coming from T. Okay. Where I'm going to say in this with city. Okay. Stop up to where SR number less than or equal to 90. Okay. Even if you give less than 90 also, it's going to be fine. Okay. Less than 90. So if you see here, see, like this, it has been implemented. Okay, let me minimize this console. Fine. So we got the numbers with the incremental values of 1 up to the 90. Next thing what we have to do, whatever we have seen before, that use of date name, date part. Okay, use those things with the insert query. So let me define this one. Okay. Uh, Way before I need to forget to say that one. Okay, we'll cover it here. Let's define another subquery which tells you about the adding of the date. So you created a serial numbers up to 90. Now what we are going to do means we have the date add function is there. What is going to be date add function will going to do? It is going to add the number of days whatever you are given. So we have 1, 2. Suppose let's take today's date 2024 01 30. For the 2 2024 01 31. And for the 3 February 1st date. Like that I want. So to achieve this goal, we are going to use the date add function in another query. So select date add. Okay, date add, comma day. Day is nothing but like way before we have seen it, right? Select day, get it. Okay, what happened? Right here, you got the answer like this 30. Okay, day, comma. We have the serial number minus 30 days. Why I'm using minus 30 means I want to populate it from January 1st. That's why. Okay, comma, get it. Okay, I am going to give an alias name as A from D. Let's select star from D1. Okay. It has been populated like this. You can remove the time. Okay, we can remove the timestamp from the. We can see it in the next video how we can remove the timestamp or not. Okay, no need to worry about that one. Just use the convert date option instead. Okay, so as you can see, it has been populated from the January 1st to 90 days. January 1st to 90 means around March, March 30. Okay, up to March 30, we got the dates. Now, next thing what we have to get day of week. Day of week is nothing but either it's a Tuesday, Wednesday, like that. Okay. And I forgot to mention another concept, right? Uh, Suppose this is Tuesday, right? Tuesday means this week. What is the number of the Tuesday? What is the number of the Wednesday? So for to get that one, select again use date pot. We have the DW. Okay, DW is nothing but uh, just like a weekday number. Okay, get date. See, this is the third day of this week. Okay, it start from one as Sunday, one Sunday up to 7 as Saturday. Okay, it's going to be populate like that. And the next statement, insert statement. Insert into what's our table name? Insert into DimDate. What are the columns names or what are the column names are presented? Date key. Okay, let me select from this select code. Okay, date key, comma, date, comma, day of week, comma, day of month, comma, month name, quarter, comma, year. Okay, how we are going to get the month name? By using the day date name. Okay, how we can get the day of month? Day of month is nothing but a day. Okay, right. Next thing, insert into this values. I mean, insert into this table into these values from where? From the subquery what we have created. Okay, from the P1. Now, let me select replace. Why I'm using replace means, as I said before, I want the date key like this. So we have the hyphens of them. I want to replace these hyphens and make the date as a date key like this. Okay, replace. It is in string format, right? So I'm going to convert into date. Convert date, comma. This A we have, where it is. Okay, this alias A we have all the dates. Okay, comma, with the hyphens is going to replace with the space. as date from from T1. Okay, that's cool. This is a date. Next thing, we want to get the date. Date, as simple as that, we have alias A is there, right? Alias A is nothing but a date. And we are using the convert option. Why I am using the convert option? Sorry, I made a correction here. Okay. Convert, why? Because I'm converting a date. We got the date time, right? We have the timestamp present. Okay. I want to remove the timestamp. That's why I'm using this. Convert date. See, timestamp has been polished off. Okay. Next, for the date, same principle. Convert to date. Which value? A value as date. Next one, day of week. Day of week is nothing but I said it before. Name of a day in a week. Name of a day in a week. For that one, we are going to utilize the date name function. Date name. Weekday. Sorry. Weekday, comma, A as day of week. Next thing, day of month. Day of month is also the same. Date name, month, comma, A as day of month. Okay, as day of month. Next, what is the column remaining? Quarter is there. Sorry, day is there, right? Month name. What happened? Sorry, this is not a day of month. This is a month name. Sorry for the correction. Month name. Okay, like as you can see here above, right? Month name. Okay, for day of month, just use the day option. Okay, this one, comma, day of year as day of day of month. I need to replace these things again for the better performance. Day of week, day of month. Yeah, now it's good. Going to work good. Next, quarter. So quarter, I want to populate as instead of 1, 2, I want to populate like Q1, Q2. Okay, for that one, I am going to replace the concat option. Let's define it Q plus. Okay, so to get the quarter, we use the date part. Okay, we use the date part. So that's the thing we are going to use now again. And moreover, we want to convert into a integer string. Then only the concat going to be work properly. So to convert the quarter integer value from the date part into a string, we are going to use the cast function. Cast date part quarter comma a. In varchar or varchar, your wish. Okay, not at all problem. Any value 20 or 1, even 5 is also enough. Okay, now give the alias name as quarter. Okay, then the last one is the year, just year of year as year. Now after that one, up to here is well and good. Now what we are going to do means, even though if you run this query again and again, my model, I mean in the table, sorry for this one. So if you run this query again and again, even though if you run in this query again and again, how many records are there? 90 records. 90 records again not going to be insert. So what's the issue here means? I mean, if you run this query again and again, instead of adding 90 records additionally, so initially you have 90. If you run this again, it is going to be 180. So I don't want like that. So if you run this query again and again, select the maximum date. Okay. Or if you run this query again and again, add the one additional date to it. Suppose the maximum date here is it's March 30. If you run this on again, it's going to March 31st. If you run again, it's going to be April 31st. Like that is going to be populated by using this condition. Okay. Up to here is fine. This is an additional improvement for this code. Where not exceeds, where not exceeds, let me add select one from DimDate. Okay, select one from DimDate where date key. Okay, date key equal to whatever we use in the replace query, right? Whatever we have used here, copy this one and paste here. So it is going to check like whatever is there. If suppose date key 2024 30 March, I mean 2024 03 30 presented, then insert the next date value if you run it again. Okay, like that. Instead of adding 90 again and again, if you run this by mistakenly again and again, even though 90 records are not going to be inserted, it's going to add only one record additional. Okay, and finally, let me do order by date in decreasing order. Okay. Run this query. See, 90 rows affected. Select star from DimDate. So as you can see, date key, date, day of week, Monday. Yeah, Monday, right? Day of month, first day of the month, day of name, quarter Q1. Okay, like that up to March 30. Okay, this is the March 30. So if you run this query again, zero rows affected, zero rows affected, zero rows affected. Why? Because here already the date key has been presented. Okay, that's why it is not inserted. So let me recap this one. So we use these functions, date name, okay, date part to get the week, day, month, and quarter, okay, so that we can populate this kind of stuff in our date dimension table. Then we return and with a city query and we define one as a serial number, and we are going to add another one like incremental manner up to the 90 days to the number 90. Then we use the date add function, and we are getting, I want to start my date dimension table from the January 1st. That's why I use the minus 30 to get data from the January 1st. You want a December, just minus 260 or 59 or 61, like that number. Then again, we are written some sort of query converting the date time. I mean, whatever the value we are getting from the with the timestamp, we are converting to the date so that we can get only the date value out from the timestamp. Okay. No, okay. Okay. Like this. So whenever you run this query again and again, I don't want to insert the records. Okay. I don't want to insert the records in my table. See, I'm running this again. See, 0 rows affected. Like this, we need to implement the date dimension. I mean, date dimension table. This is where we are going to populate the records in a date dimension table. Okay. This is your wish. Either you can add 120 or 100. At some sort of number, it is going to ask for the maximum recursion. At the time, there is some sort of sources are available when you get some kind of error. Their maximum recursion, make it as a 0. Like those kind of stuff are there. Okay. So this is up to this video. Thanks for joining. Okay.